about to start recording stuff on the new dungeon we're getting in a week and the sky starts exploding. That's exciting. Not sure what's happening. Maybe it's a promo effect. Maybe something's spawning in. But look out, Exile fans. We are, in fact, in just under a week getting, on Conan Exiles Enhanced, that is, getting a new dungeon. Wow. It's been a while since the correct dungeon, I believe. I thought we'd have a little look. I have been in there and checked out some stuff. It's a lot. It's not the correct dungeon or any of the other ones. If you thought Jebel Sarg was a little mazy and a little big, yeah, you know nothing. To a point where I'm literally needed to actually refilm this because I started a little first look guide thinking it'd be an 8-minute video or so. I was incorrect. At least this was the second place I looked for the dungeon. I did think it was going to be at the Esoteric Archives here, but it is over in 6C at Cyclopean Halls. And we go down. There was a, excuse your voice, there was a thing down here for ages that just kind of led to nowhere, but looked like it should lead to somewhere. Much like in the volcano behind these temples up here, there's some very much portal-looking stuff that they might add. Who knows? Anyway, we click on here. Also, no idea what's up with my video. It should be in 2K, but we've got like blurry, maybe it, I don't know. It's fine when I record, it's fine when I render it. I'm assuming it's something to do with YouTube. Now we've got to come and talk to Akhamet, the name of my hair straightener when I was a teenager.
Welcome, Max. Great
Random
fortune.
fact.
And the coils of Set have guided you here to me.
He does go on a little bit about what this place is and what you can do here, and that you have to lead him somewhere, but then he doesn't follow you, and that's confusing. But you will find him somewhere else eventually, which means you're going in the right way. I'm not going to go through his whole dialogue right now. I'll leave that for y'all. I don't think you need to talk to him every time. But with this new edition of a dungeon, not only do we have dungeon-y things being added, but if you like a legendary weapon and you don't like the fact we can't repair them anymore, they're fixing that. We've simply got to gather up a butt ton of these fragments and some relic power fragments, so they're useful again too. And go on a big ass adventure. There are some relic hunter dudes in here you cannot knock out, but there are a couple of guys you actually can knock out. And there's like a 7-part thing to this dungeon, because you look in here and you go, oh yeah, that's a bit. Again, you know nothing. This is nothing. This is what I thought anyway. I know nothing. If you fall down there, it's perfectly good swimming water. I honestly can't even remember where we're meant to go. I think it's this way. I flew around for a really long time. Yes, this seems kind of correct. And then we're in another place. And then eventually we can swim somewhere. Is it in this section we swim? I don't think so. We gotta find another bit that we gotta go down, and then we swim. I don't know where the fuck we are. But a different guide is coming, where I will actually know where the fuck I am. I'll find the entrance and then show you the next bit. It'd be real handy if you could use sorcery in here. I unfortunately don't have any unlocked on this character, so we won't know until I can be able to actually test that. It is like a regular dungeon though, and when you die you do end up spawning at the beginning, like you think you would. Is it this way? It's hopefully this way. I think it's this way. Yes, now we're in a separate section where we will find a guy that we can actually knock out. Not sure whether you can drag him out though. It is in your interest to potentially kill them. Is it? No, it's not this one that I could knock out. I found one I could knock out. Might not have been this guy. Kill him. Get his various different goodies. Berserker's Trout, random. Eventually we will find some water we can swim through. I apologize if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. One of them's on heat and she's being a right hoe bucket and antagonizing all the boys. Can go this way and find some guys to kill and nothing much else that I can figure out. This door potentially opens though. There've been some weirdness with the doors, but I think you swim back down. There's also a lot of like cool pipes everywhere. Sorry for the people who hate me flying, but honestly, when I wasn't flying around on my other video, it ended up being a really long video. I had some problems installing the installing, updating the beta test server as it was. For some reason, my whole computer wigged out, which was not ideal. Go this way. Whee. There's heaps of boxes hidden about. There are some in the water. There are some in ledges. There are some skeletons to kill eventually. I haven't seen a box again yet, but there is definitely some back there. Oh, so you might actually have to talk to Old Mate every time because he's not here. That's why I didn't talk to him all the way through either, because I kind of wanted to test that. But he will be standing here telling you to do shit. I'm not sure if we get all the way to the end and we haven't talked to him, whether the computer's going to say no or not. We shall find out. But you do want to keep your eyes peeled for these little ropes. They'll be about. Everywhere. Not everywhere. In fact, very few places. Lots of skeletons in this area now. And then we see some little obelisk looking shit. Kind of cool. And then we get some new bigger skeletons, which sometimes have the new relic fragments in them. Sometimes have trash. And yeah, this place, not overwhelming at all. I think we jump down there. I'm not the surest on the route to be taking. Excuse you, Peach. She cares not for me. She can't have puppies until she's a little bit older, so we got to keep them separated and nappied up, and it's so much joy. Pretty much, we go on a whole ass adventure all throughout these lands. And we will get to this bit here. You can tell by the ropes that we need to get here. If you're lost, don't worry, so am I. I will have, again, a more detailed guide going through where some of more of these loot chests are. So I haven't stumbled upon any, but there are actually some over on this thing over here. If you fancy climbing everywhere, it's worth it because sometimes they have them in there, sometimes they don't. It is random. That has nothing in it, which means it hasn't been long enough since I last looted it. But yeah, a lot of climbing. You can actually climb in here, which is kind of cool. Here, you kind of get to a bit where you're like, well, where do I go now? The answer is up, but just like a little way. I'm not sure how we're meant to know that. Well, you know that from watching my guide. I was a little stumped for a while in the beginning. There we go here. Woo! So many. And now you think, oh, maybe we're done. You're fucking wrong. Actually. Climb to that. Jump down there. And then over here we have another doorway that we go through. After killing all of the skeletons. Honestly, not that many loot boxes in here. Like, the Well of Skelos has more. And this is probably like 3 times the size of the Well of Skelos. It feels anyway. The Well of Skelos is kind of big though. I don't know. It feels huge in here. Giving very Exiled Lands dungeon vibes. Who would have thought? Now, you think, are we there yet? We're not. We're actually, in fact, not there yet. All of those aren't real obelisks, but they're kind of cool, and I wish the obelisks had some little crystal knobs on them, because that's fun. They look less obnoxious than the actual reskinned obelisks. And yeah, it's kind of a shame in not going to be getting this on PlayStation, or consoles in general for a minute, if ever. I'm pretty sure you all are getting enhanced at some point, but for now it is just the old Conan Enhanced. Go this way. More ropes. Oh, so many ropes. And not really. I've just done this a few times now, twice. Big old room. Bunch of nothing. Some skeletons, a box or two to harvest. Some shit that you can probably climb up here for some reason. Why would we want to climb up here? Is there a box? There's not even a box. I'm not sure if the boxes are random either. I've yet to also see any fragments of power from any of these dudes. I don't know. Might want to bring your fragments of power, I guess. This is the end room. And it's confusing because there is sometimes a big purple wall. I actually don't know how to make it go away. It just kind of did last time. I don't know whether it's anything to do with creative mode. Maybe I just circled the thing. I basically went back out and made a clunky noise. And I went, oh, clunky noise. That sounds promising. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the clunky noise I'm looking for. I don't know. As this is the beta test, I'm assuming it will not be so janky. hopefully on actual release. And then there is a quick way out too, through here, eventually. Don't know how to make it open again either. Hey, look, buddies. You need to die. You too. Sometimes they have the crystals on them too. And then you want 5 of these. A broken legendary something. Doesn't actually have to be armor, although it very much implies with this saying armor repair and this being armor that will only repair armor. But it in fact will repair other legendaries because I repaired my torch. You will need a relic fragment as well for doing the repairs, and there's no recipe, there's no building this and taking it home and having it at your place. No, you have to bring your legendaries here to, I'm assuming, going to be a highly contested place, especially on PvP. Well, doesn't matter if you're in PvE, apart from the fact someone else has looted your boxes before you. That's annoying. Can't even kill them to get it. That's extra annoying. You do gain corruption in here also, so maybe bring some type of follower with you to store your loot on, camel, something like that, a bearer preferably, something a lot of backpack space. Probably don't be carrying them all on you. If you do, you can always kill yourself and respawn with summon corpse and summon your corpse. You're going to want to learn some sorcery for that, so check out my guide on leveling sorcery. I, again, will have a separate guide on all this shit. Standing in these puddles of bloop make you go gross. Yeah, how to best survive this dungeon, what you need, and blah 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 blah. Bit overwhelming, honestly. Was not expecting it to be this large. I made it seem small with my quick zip through, but the first time I was like, where the fuck am I going? What am I doing? What's happening? Yeah. Likely want to bring some type of anti-corruption brews with you. Not fuck around in here for too long, even. But to get back out again, somehow we make this open. I beat it a couple of times last time and it did shit. But I'm not sure whether it was time-based or literally from me hitting it. I also did that from the other side because I ghosted through. Who are you? I must have a key. There are legendary key boxes. That makes sense. This is a proper dungeon. I was going to say there isn't even any legendary keys down here. There is, in fact. But how do I open that gate? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you're looking forward to this new dungeon, or you're unfortunately on console and will not be partaking for a moment. I'm overwhelmed and underwhelmed at the same time. Like, I feel there's a lot going on, but also nothing. I'm enjoying it though. I like it. Congratulations, team, for doing it. I'd like it to open this gate now. I know it does open, because I've seen it open. I just don't know how to make it open. Then you jump in that well, and you'll end up... Here, let me just show you. Go through here quickly. And then jump down here, and you're going to land in some water, hopefully. Right back at the very beginning. Because I don't think there's actually any bosses with keys. You're going to want to bring at least 2 skeleton keys. That waterfall's loud as fuck. A torch, for sure. Some breathing potions. Some anti-corruption potions. Your mind. It's definitely going to take a little few hours to explore thoroughly. Kill all the dudes, because some might drop the fragments, some might not. Not sure if these guys even have a chance. So you might be able to run past a bunch of them. You might not. I really want to like get halfway through and die and have to run all of that again, because the chances of you getting back to your shit before it despawns, that's how good you are at remembering where you went. For me, it's debatable, and especially in a new place. Stick around and check out one of my other guides I got on Conan Exiles, or one of the other games I sometimes randomly play. And until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, whatever it may be, wherever you may be, and keep your eyes peeled for the full walkthrough guide of this dungeon.